Okay, so this is 3-2, add integers, and we have this thing called additive inverses. And that just means that two numbers that are opposites. Additive inverses mean two numbers that are opposites. Inverse means like the opposite. Okay? You've heard like inverse property or inverse operation, things like that in math. Some people think inverse like upside down, right? Two numbers that are opposites. Okay? So here's an example. 2 plus negative 2, that would be 0, right? Because they're opposites. All right. So we have these rules that we kind of developed in our inquiry lab. So let's look at first adding integers with the same sign. Okay, that means either positive or negatives, right? They have the same sign. All right. So on the left, we have 7 plus 4 equals 11. And it's positive because both integers are positive. On the right, we have negative 7 plus negative 4 is negative 11. It's negative because both integers are negative. So these ones on the left, you guys have been doing these your whole school life. The ones on the right, we're adding negatives now. So some of that might be new to you guys. This BC means because. You guys know that, right? Okay. So positive because both integers are positive. Negative because both integers are negative. That's what's going on. This is what happens when we add integers with the same sign. Okay. So here's an example. A negative 3 and a negative 2 is going to make a negative 5. There's another one. Bigger numbers, but still the same thing, right? Same sign. Keep the same sign. Negative 26 and negative 17 is negative 43. So I just add the two numbers together, but keep them negative. Add the two numbers, keep them negative. Any questions on this information? Yes?
Why do you have to put the parentheses?
You don't have to put the parentheses. You could actually even take out the plus sign and just put negative 17 or minus 17 right there. But I think it helps us to see what's going on. We're taking these two negatives and we're adding them together. We're adding the numbers and keeping them negative. It's just a kind of a visual helper. Abby?
Isn't it like so you don't think that the negative sign is like you're subtracting?
You could do that too, yeah. But it would still work even if you took the positive out and you put negative 26 minus 17, you would still get that answer. But I want you to see that we're adding the two negatives together, aren't we? That's what we're doing. Okay? Good questions. All right, so now we have this thing where we're adding integers with different signs. We did some practice with this a few minutes ago, right? Add integers with different signs. So on the left, I have a 9 plus a negative 4, and on the right, a negative 9 plus 4. We definitely get different answers here. So on the left side, we get a 5 because it's positive because the greater number is positive. See, 9 is the greater number. And on the right, we get a negative 5 because the greater number is negative. The negative 9 is the greater number. That's what you guys said in your inquiry, that the sign goes with the bigger number. That's our rule. So different signs, the sign goes with the bigger number. Any questions on that? Y'all can see that the sign goes with the bigger number? A positive or negative? Good. Okay? In this chapter, when you guys do your quiz and then when you take your test, they're going to ask you to express the sum or express even the problem on a number line. And it's pretty easy, so I'm going to show you how to do that next. Okay. Alright, so example 3 and 4 show you how to do this on a number line. So example 3 says 5 plus the negative 3 equals 2. So you would just put in some numbers. You don't have to put all your little points on the line, but you would start with the negative, or with the positive 5, right? Plus the negative 3. So that means we're going to go backwards, negative 3, right? You see it? And that's 2. So you're just drawing arrows pretty much. Example 4, we start at negative 3 and we add 2, so we're going this way, positive direction, and that would be negative 1. So if you're asked to show it on a number line, that's all you do. You go with the starting number and then you have to figure out, am I going left towards the negative or right towards the positive? Any questions on the number line? You guys did number lines in elementary school, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's not new. It's just I don't think you went into the negatives very much, did you? You just did positives. You did do some negatives? Okay. Good. So drawing arrows, you should know we're just going in the direction, start at 5 and we're going negative 3, start at negative 3 going positive 2. Okay? So you notice I didn't put in all the numbers. I didn't put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't have to. And on the quiz or test, it'll probably give you a bunch of tally mark, like the little line. So all I have to do is put the numbers. Okay, we good on this? Number lines? Piece of cake? Okay, we're going to turn the page. So I want you guys, in your book, you don't have to write the you try. Just do 6 plus a negative 7 and write the answer. Don't say it, just write it. 6 plus a negative 7. Okay, everybody, what is the answer?
Negative 1.
Wow, that was awesome. Good job. Negative 1. All right, do this one. Negative 15 plus 19. Okay, everybody say the answer.
Positive 4.
Good.
Positive.
Positive 4. It's like 19 minus 15. This one's negative and that one's positive. Bigger number. Positive sign. Okay? Now, sometimes they're going to give you these opposites, so you just need to remember that you're going to get 0. If you don't need to write that down, that's fine. Just reiterating that because it comes up quite a few times in this chapter. Okay, we call them opposites. If you have two numbers, one positive, one negative, but they're the same number, we call opposites. All right, a couple more examples if you need them. You don't have to write them all down. If you get it, you get it. You might want to write down example 7 though, because there's 3 digits going here. There's a 2, a negative 15, and a negative 2. So that example you might need if you're not sure what to do. It's the same thing though, right? Combine those negatives. That's a negative 17. Add the 2, negative 15. So these two you probably got okay, but this one, maybe write that down. Okay, so I want you to do this one now, just to see if you really got it. 10 plus negative 12. Okay, everyone say the answer?
-2.
Awesome. How about this one?
+5.
No, don't say it yet. Write it down first.
So the number that's bigger than the other number is...
Gets the sign, yeah. That's the rule we came up with, right? Okay, everyone say the answer?
+5.
Awesome. +5. How about this one? Write it down first. Okay, everyone say the answer?
-14.
Good. Now there's a shortcut there, isn't there? Yeah. Because we can cross off the opposites. Do you see that? Cross off the opposites. You know they're going to add up to 0. And then just leave that. Like that? Shortcuts are good. All right, so here's what you guys are going to do for the rest of class. You're going to do page 207 and 208. You're going to do 1 through 10 on 207 and 15 through 17 on 208. Okay, you're going to do these independently. That means you don't work with a partner. You just do these. And this is the homework. So as soon as you finish that, you can do the homework.